Yeah, one of the hardest parts is the professionalism. You can turn your brain off with your job. If I turned my brain off with my job, the patient would be dead. That's the only time my brain's ever turned on. You require a specific way of talking to yourself because of your homies. You have bad homies then. If your homies are teaching you stuff to say that will get you banned from Twitch, you have bad friends. Turn your brain off to turn their brain off. Excellent advice. Excellent advice. I feel kind of grateful in a way. I've never had to have a cleaning job, but I do mop the floor at work just because I like to. There's something really satisfying about mopping blood up. I can't explain it, but we do fight over the mop. We all like to fight over who gets to mop the blood up. It makes the room smell like swimming pool. And everyone's like, yay! We're weird. I wish I could explain it. I can't. We all like to do the mopping. Even my manager tries to get the mop off me. It's like, no, I want to mop. Yeah, we're weird. But then we mop because we enjoy it, not because, well, we do have to do it, but we enjoy doing it. If that makes sense. I thought that said skibbity. Oh my god, I'm becoming a zoomer. I got massive respect for people who do janitor jobs because it is an awful job. But fair play for you making a living, right? I wouldn't be able to do it. I literally wouldn't be able to do it. I would go insane. I'd probably be able to do hotels. I wouldn't mind cleaning hotels. I think I'd find some really interesting shit. But you kind of do it at your own pace, I guess. I feel sorry for... Oh, I used to have a friend who worked at KFC. And she would come home and she would stink of KFC. Like her clothes, her hair. She could not get that smell out. No matter what. No matter what she did. I think she ended up binning all her clothes when she left. Because like the smell was just ingrained into her clothes at that point. In fact, to work at radio and forklift, that's kind of cool. You're forklift certified. 13 an hour is more than I get. I get 12 pounds an hour for my job, and I work in surgery. That's crazy, right? But then to be fair, I only work 2 days a week. I guess if I worked more, I'd get more. But then after tax, and after union, and after rent, and all that shit, yeah, I make barely anything. I make fuck all from my job. But I love my job. I couldn't do tech support. Sometimes I see my colleagues phone the IT department, and it's the most stupid fucking question on the planet. And I'm like, how do you have the patience for that? How do you have the patience? Sounds quite fun. I'd hate to work in any sort of, people-facing role. I mean, I technically mind people. Yeah, I do work the 24-hour shift on Monday, so I do get the on-call money as well as the unsociable hours, but it's brutal. Like, it's actually legitimately brutal. That's why I was playing Pal World all last night, because I couldn't sleep. I can't sleep when I do it. Kids really put chocolate buttons into floppy drive. I was in floppy driving years. Yeah, my job is supposed to be 4 days a week. I work 2. But then I work 16-hour shifts minimum. That's why I'm surprised I got to do the debut last Friday, because I thought there's no fucking way they're gonna let me go home at 6 p.m. and they did.